Hey everybody, Grant with Renew Auto here. We'll do a quick driving video of the E60 M5 just to show that everything works, all the windows, transmission, everything. All the soft close on all four of the doors work as well. We do have one TPMS light that came up actually on the way over here, so that's going in tomorrow to get checked out. But go through all the windows. Rear windows, of course you won't see that on the video, but both of those function. All the sunshades in the back function as well. The rear back window one on these E60s, that's one of the first things to break. That thing gets cooked in the sun and those rear sunshades just, they go out. I really appreciate that all the leather on the dashboard, none of that has peeled at all on this car. This vehicle does have a rear camera system. It's got a front-facing camera and a rear-facing camera that's integrated into this aftermarket rear view mirror setup. I don't know a lot about it. Looks like it's pretty easy to pull out if you want to. Otherwise, from my understanding, you can put in an SD card and have a front and rear camera system. But hopefully it comes over video as you go over that cattle guard. There aren't any kind of weird clunks or looseness in the suspension. Same thing with the control arms. You don't get that shudder if you have the lower control arms or the thrust arm bushings. If those are worn out in these BMWs and you tap on the brakes, you'll get like a real big shudder through the steering wheel, but no issue here. Put it into M mode, do a quick little acceleration to show there's no stuttering in the acceleration or issues with the transmission. Everybody does argue that the SMG, and there is no argument, it is very much a first generation of that, you know, shift flappy paddle style transmission, and there is a lot to complain about it, especially if you just jump in one and you drive it right off the bat. There are all kinds of weird and clunky and unusual, and what I've come to find with them is that after you get used to it a little bit, you drive it for a day or two, you kind of learn the intricacies of the SMG. It gets immensely smoother. You know, there isn't any of the, you know, dramatic head bob as you shift or anything. You kind of learn that as you shift, you lift off a little bit off the throttle and get back into it, a lot like you're doing a manual transmission, but of course you're just doing it with your hands. And the transmission gets so much easier to live with that. So, as I was saying, the transmission gets dramatically easier to live with, and a lot smoother as you kind of get used to its little idiosyncrasies for sure. I do love the dual personality of this car. The fact that you can comfortably do 200 miles an hour, and it's just got such crazy legs on the freeway. It is such a fast car when you're on the freeway. But then put it in automatic, put it into soft mode, and drive back and forth to work every day without an issue. I mean, it really does do both sides of that coin immensely well. And as we all know, we're never going to see a naturally aspirated V10 again, and especially one that's put into a big, comfortable sedan with all this leather and comfort and handling. This is a really special formula. I'm a really big fan of these cars. Hopefully it goes to another steward who will love it as much as I do, but if you got any questions, if I forgot to photo anything or you want extra detail on something, don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at grant@renewauto.com or text me at 435-278-8915, and we'll talk to you then.